What up, peeps? Mr. Bones back at you, and it's day 27 of 31 nights of full moon. And what we're talking about tonight is subspecies trilogy. There's more than three, but I only own three, and I watch these three. It says Anders Hove and Angus Scrim, but Angus Scrim is only in it for about 20 seconds. Plays the father of Radu. The fangs are sharper and the blood is bloodier in high definition. As ancient Transylvania struggles into modern times, old myths and superstitions blur with reality. Two American students, Michelle and Lillian, join their Romanian friend Mara in the Carpathian Mountains to study the legends of vampires. While the three innocents explore the mysterious village culture and rituals, a suppressed evil rises again and casts its shadow upon the land. Unknowingly snared in a centuries-old family feud, the girls fall into the clutches of Radu, a diabolical vampire prince whose madness and bloodlust know no bounds. To claim his birthright, the ancient bloodstone, Radu kills his father and hunts his noble half-brother Stefan. Dangerous passions erupt into violence as the vampire brothers each become obsessed with Michelle and begin to battle for her immortal soul. Stefan's forbidden love for Michelle endangers her friends as the jealous Radu plots to make them his undead consorts. With Stefan's help, the girls fight for their lives against Radu and his minions, the subspecies, an army of hellish creatures born of his own flesh. Will they survive to see the sunrise, or will Radu curse them to eternal night? Damn, I think that's the longest synopsis I've ever read on the back of a Blu-ray or DVD. The little minion, I don't know if you can see this picture, but that's the little minion just talking about he has. Yeah, so it has Angus Scrim at the beginning, but he plays the king, Vladislav or something like that, but Radu decided to kill him at the beginning. Well, because he's evil, his father traps him in this cage, but he gets out easily by breaking them long-ass fingers off, and they turn into these little minions, and the little minions just go flip the switch and let him back out. And then he murders his dad with some kind of ancient dagger thing. And yeah, he has a half-brother, Stefan, or whatever. His brother's like half human, half vampire. He just looks human, while Radu looks like a fucking crazy-looking monster. And there's three girls that's there to study vampire culture. It's supposed to be like a myth. They don't think it exists. No one does. And they get a little too close. They find the castle, and one of the girls sticks her arms in the door, like, let's go in, whether we're supposed to be here or not. Let's just stick our hand in the door. And Radu walks up and scratches her or bites her or something, and she starts getting sick. And then he sneaks into their like cabin or whatever where they're staying each night and keeps sucking the life out of her. She dies, and one of the other girls ends up dying. Then the main girl, Michelle, she gets bit. And took back to the castle where Radu lives, but Stefan ends up getting her back out of there. And the movie goes off, and then you go into the next one, which is Subspecies 2, Bloodstone. Radu's fledgling Michelle flees from his castle with the holy relic, the Bloodstone, and struggles with her emerging bloodlust while hiding in the basement of a theater. in Bucharest, waiting for her sister to arrive from the States to help her. Waiting for her sister to arrive from the States to help her. Whoopsie. Misread that. Yeah, this one starts off with Michelle and Stefan are both in coffins, and Radu shows up and kind of like killing Drew Barrymore off at the very beginning of Scream. Stefan is canceled in this one. Radu shows up where they're sleeping, stabs his brother in the chest with a wood stake. This movie has real cool effects, makeup effects and whatever you call it. Stabs him and he decays and shrivels up and jumps up for a second and kind of looks like Jason from Part 7. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention at the end of the first one, Stefan beheads him. And it had real cool effects. The movie comes on with like these minions do something. I forget what they do. They pour blood on him or something, and his head just like all these tendons come out and attach to the body, and it goes back together. It's pretty cool. And then yeah, the next cool effects was where he shows up to kill Stefan in this one. And yeah, he jumps up and looks like Jason from Part 6. No. Part 7? I don't know. But his mother, Radu's mother is in this too, and she kind of looks like the fucking famous zombie on the cover of Lucio Fulci's Zombie, but with some white hair all hanging off the back. Pretty wicked looking. Also reminds me of like she could be like a demon or witch or something from Evil Dead. Pretty damn good movie. And then you got Part 3. Bloodlust. Radu kidnaps Michelle back to the castle he shares with his sorceress mother that teaches her to master her vampire powers, sacrificing everything in his obsession for her while Michelle's sister mounts an armed assault on his stronghold. Yeah, this one's not as good as the other two. It's alright. It's her sister Rebecca with tops and shit keeps trying to get in the castle to save her sister. They're all three pretty good. They all go in together. Continuation of a story all three together. Pretty cool series. There's a couple others out there, but I don't own them and I haven't seen them. Full series. Recommend you check it out. That's what I watched. Peace.